Hi, I'm Christian Boynton, and this is my slideshow on the reasons for astronomy and why I think it's worth it. Now, first of all, what is astronomy? Astronomy is the study of space sciences, right? So, anything in the universe, even Earth, a lot of space companies like NASA, SpaceX, all those companies still do science work affiliated with Earth. All those companies are all helping to fight things like climate change, unpredictable weather patterns, right? They're still helping us on Earth. It's not just about getting to Mars or to the moon, right? Even though I have these pictures here, I also have a picture of the Earth because that's where we live. We live on the Earth, and that's why we need to protect it. Now, 5 personality traits you need to have is the first one, you must be investigative. You must be curious about the way that the world works. If you're not, this is not a good pathway for you. You must also be creative and artistic. You have to come up with unique solutions to problems that most other people wouldn't do. You have to use unconventional methods, which falls in with the last one, right? Try to figure out the way that it works for you, right? And if it doesn't work for you, this isn't a good pathway. But if you are creative and you are artistic and you know how this works, this can be a great pathway for you. You must also have a lot of social responsibility. This is a very stressful work, right? This deals with a lot of problems that are happening here on Earth, right? Things like climate change, weather, things like floods, tornadoes, hurricanes, stuff like that. And you must also be agreeable. You must be nice. People should like you in your workplace, right? If nobody likes you, then what's the point of going there, right? Now, you don't have to make friends there, but what's the point of going to work if everybody there doesn't like you, right? Now, an average salary is 116,000 or 116,000, right, with a starting of 51K. This is a science job. It's very rigorous. It's very scientific. It's very mathematical, right? You need to be very, very smart. You need to know a lot of things in order to have this job. But you will be away from home for a long time. This has grueling hours, and this has terrible hours, sometimes even, right? Sometimes you stay up all night doing one thing. And if you're not willing to do that, then this isn't a good pathway for you. Astronomy degrees will always end in a doctorate degree, right? Usually, physics and astronomy are kind of interchangeable, but physics is just another way that the world works, and astronomy is another way that the world works, right? So, they're both interchangeable, they both have similar degree path lines, and they both usually always end in a doctorate. So, you must take physics and astronomy classes, as well as advanced math and chemical science. Why chemical science? Well, this deals with the study of space. There are a lot of chemicals in space. Iron, nickel, potassium is one. Hydrogen, oxygen, and water. There's so much water in the universe, right? Carbon, helium, and the sun. Now you can become an astronomer or an astrophysicist, or you can become an astronaut. People like Neil Armstrong, They knew a lot about space beforehand, right? So a famous astronomer actually is Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's a famous astrophysicist. He's the director of a planetarium in New York, and he suggested that it was an excellent pathway for curious people. I didn't interview him. I can't. It's physically impossible for me to interview him. So I just researched him, right? So some clarification. No, astronomy is a great pathway for curious people who want to know more about the universe, right? If you want to know, if you want to learn and understand more about how the world works, this is an excellent pathway for you. But it includes a lot of advanced math and science that some people may not be good at or may not understand, right? And that's okay. You don't want to do advanced math? This isn't the pathway for you. So that was my presentation. This has been about 6 minutes. So this is the end of my presentation. So thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching, and I will post this. I'll post more stuff in the future for this class.